my dear students. It's nice to see you today. Today we have final revision.
Welcome our friends to our program for Science 3rd Prep Stage. Today we have the final revision. It's important to see this session and revise this question. Let's go to see our session today.
The first question, write scientific term. Take care for this question and concentrate for the first sentence. It will be
Cellular division that leads to formation of gametes. What's meant by this one?
gametes. I know it. It's a sexual reproduction. It means formation of gametes. It's good. But the other question, tell me about the point in which the paraphrase of light collected by the concave mirror. What's your answer now?
The answer here, we have the real focus. We have keywords here. Don't forget this. We have the concave mirror and the point of paraphrase are collected. Let's go to see another one. We have the point of connection of two chromatids. There are big difference between these two sentences. Point of connection of two chromatids in the chromosome. It will be
centromere. It means the point in which intersection between two chromatids. It's easy. Look at this question. The rate of a change in displacement relative or to the time. Relative, this is your key word. Directly we have an answer.
We have velocity. So, which type of velocity? It is relative velocity or relative speed. We have another question about this. The cell that reproduce or produced from meiosis. So, we have this cell. We have many types of cell. Which type that reproduced by meiosis?
Meiosis, it means gametes. Gametes, for this case, it means a sperm or ovum. This especially for the human, or pollen grain if you talk about the plant. But look at this. This question, gametes, but the other questions tell me any line that join between the center of curvature and any point of the reflecting surface of the mirror. Take care. What is the line now?
See the line here, we have secondary axis here. So the line that joins between the center of curvature and any point of this reflecting surface.
But what about the other question? It's about
complete the figures here. It's very important to know these figures. It's very important to revise the figures we have. Let's go to see the first one.
To answer the figure, directly read the question well. He tell me, show by drawing the properties of the image. Where? By concave mirror. What else? What is the other part?
The other part here, if the body or object exists at the center of curvature. It's very important to know this. The body at center of curvature, so the image will be what? Will be real, inverted, and equal the body. Let's go to see the show by drawing or the figure of this question.
How can I do that? It means you put the object at C, at center of curvature. This is a principal axis. This principal axis we have, what do you think?
This is the concave mirror.
It's a concave mirror. Yeah, it's okay. So what else? You have concave mirror which contain do object at center. After that, you have real object. What is the first ray about?
First ray, it is parallel to the principal axis here and fall down on the mirror. Which type of mirror? Concave mirror. And it makes a reflection on what? On focus here.
But before saying that, you must know this is converging mirror. The rays are collected for this mirror. The ray will be reflected, as you see, passing through the focus. But this not all. We must get another ray. Where's the other ray?
The other ray will get or move from what? From the first one or the head of the real object, passing the focus again and make what? And make reflection again like this to reach the reflected one. So they are, or both of them, intersected in one point that we have at C and real image that form it.
So all time we say put it in C. The image here will be inverted, real, and what do you think what happened now?
It's equal to the body.
Good, same size. Put it in C. Take
Yeah.
it in C, don't forget that. Do you think that? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with this.
It's good to say that. What about the other one?
If the object between the center of curvature, it is another one shown by drawing. The center of curvature and the focus, it's between these 2 points. So the image will be inverted, real, and smaller than the body. Let's go to see this figure here.
Yes, to see this figure, you must know the object between 2 main points, C and F. How can I do that? As a beginning, I must draw this line. What this line about?
This is principal axis of the mirror.
It's good. This is not all. I must draw also the mirror. What it's a type?
This type is concave mirror.
I ask myself, where I put the object now?
The object here is between what? Between the center of curvature and the focus.
It's good. So, the drawing beginning with drawing the first ray parallel to the principal axis to be real object as you see. Look, do you think what happened now?
Here, the first one of these rays that move and fall down on this concave mirror and reflect the passing focus. And the second one, what about this one?
The second one directly will intersect it to form real image. Look at this. This is C. The image directly behind the C. From what? Intersection of reflected ray that passes through the focus and the reflected parallel. Now, what are the characteristics of the image that formed by this type of mirror?
These characteristics or properties of image, it's what? It's inverted and real. Both of these words beside each other. Don't forget this. We have real and the inverted. And the third one, about the size. What is the size of this?
The size is large, you see. It's a large image. Catch this question now.
If the body or object exists at the distance smaller than the focal length, the image will be upright, virtual, and bigger. Again, we have this one. It's what? It is very important to make show by drawing, to make the figure and draw it. Let's go to see the figure.
Oh, yes, I can draw that, but where is the object now? I need huge, magnified image, very big. The first, do you think what this line about?
This line is principal axis for the lens or mirror.
What this shape do you think?
It's convex lens.
Oh, there is big difference between concave mirror and the convex lens. Convex lens also, it means converging ray and it has point in the center. It means optic center. What about the image?
Image, here we have the body first. So we have A, it's the body. It's what? Very near from the lens, less than the focal length that we have in the question. So the body here, the first one. Here we have what?
We have a drawing. The first ray parallel to the principal axis. For this case, no reflection. We must say
refraction.
good. Why? Because I talk about lenses. Lenses refract ray. The rays directly will be passed through optic center. Do you think it's broken now?
No, we have the optical center. It's the only point that pass light rays without any refraction, without suffering any refraction. So it moves in one straight line like this.
It means light ray passes in a straight line. The second ray will refract through main point. Do you think what this point about?
This point is the focus number 2. Why?
Because the lenses it has to focus. The first one for the side of the object, it's impossible to come to this point. The other one directly to F2 for the other direction. But there is no intersection. Where is the image now?
Image, it will be what? It will be behind this lens in the other side. Why? Because we have extension of two rays, two refracted rays that pointed to each other or intersected to each other to make what? To make the intersected point of the row or the arrow of what? Of the image.
Yeah, so, say it for this. The image will be magnified from intersection of extension of refracted ray for the first one and the extension for the ray that passes through optic center. Tell me the total properties of the image now.
So the properties here of this image, it's what? It is very big. It's what? Magnified. And in the same time, it is upright or erect in the same side of what? Of the body. So, and this one, it is not real. It's what? It's virtual one. It is not real, or we cannot receive it on a screen. The meaning of what? The meaning of virtual image.
It's impossible to find it on the screen. So, the formation here enlarged, magnified, good and great. Take care from this drawing. It's very important for you. Another one, tell me this 2F1. Do you think what this means?
It means what? It means the center of curvature here in this point. It means also the radius of curvature equal double focal length.
It's good. This not for one side only. We have the other side too. F2, it means two center of curvature. So we have a question. Why the lenses it has two focus and or two foci and the two center of curvature?
Because the lens, it has two surfaces here. We have one on the right side and the other one on the left side. So we have two foci and two centers of curvature.
And the two spherical surface. Good and great. What is the other question?
We have a very important question about problems.
Yes, get the first question. If the angle between the incident light ray and the reflected light ray on the plane mirror, take care, I talk about plane mirror, this angle equal 120. Now, my question, calculate the angle of incident. How can you find this angle?
This angle of incidence, we have a rule here. Here, the plane mirror, we have here 120 between the incident light ray and the reflected light ray. So the total angle between them, it's 120 divide 2. Directly divide 2. The angle of reflection equal the angle of incidence equal
120 divided 2 equal 60. Both are equal. It's good and great. Don't forget, this is the first law of
what? Of reflection of light rays.
It's good. Now, the second problem will be
if the number of chromosomes in the liver cell, it's very important to know this question, of a living organism is 32 chromosomes. Any living organism, I don't need the name of this living organism. What is the number of chromosomes in reproductive cells?
It's impossible to answer that, but I ask, this 32 about reproductive cell or somatic cell?
No, it is somatic cell because we have the keyword here is liver cell.
So, liver, skin, any part in your body, it means the somatic cell, 32 chromosomes. So, we have complete number of chromosomes. Now, the question, tell me the number of chromosomes in reproductive cells
equal 16 chromosomes. Why?
Because reproductive cell contain half number of chromosome. So 32 divided 2 equals 16. But reproductive cell, what it includes here?
Includes what? Includes many things here. We have sperm, or we have here the have number of chromosomes and inside these cells, and we have another one, we have pollen grains that called what? That called reproductive cell. Many one of these cells that contains or that called reproductive cells.
Gametes, this is a good expression, can be used for this position. You have gametes, it's good and great. But when I get the question, tell me if the gamete of the human has 23 chromosomes. Oh, gametes, you remember this word. What does it mean?
It's reproductive cell. We have the sperm or ovum or any reproductive cell.
For if the human, this is especially for human, sperm and ovum, but directly for the plant, pollen grain. Now, tell me, find the first, the number of chromosome in liver.
In liver cell, liver here, it means a somatic cell. So if I have the reproductive cell contains 23 chromosomes, so I double it, or times 2. So chromosomes in liver cell, it's what? 23 times 2 equal 46 chromosomes. Very good.
It's a somatic cell. It's good. Skin also contain.
Contain what? Contain 46 chromosomes.
Pancreas contains.
46 chromosome also.
Each part in the body contains.
46 chromosomes.
Except
reproductive cell.
or gametes. It's good to say that. But when I get this question, the number of chromosomes in the skin, I said it many times. Tell me what you have now.
This skin cell, it's 46 chromosomes also. Why? Because they are from what? From the
Somatic cell. It's good to say that, my dear. This not all. We have the number of chromosome of the ovum. Ovum. We studied this word before. Ovum, it means the type of
reproductive cells.
reproductive cells. It means
Means a half number of chromosomes.
good. So my idea for this part, tell me we have just 23 chromosomes because ovum or sperm half number of chromosomes. What else do you have?
We have the number of chromosomes in fertilized ovum. Fertilized ovum, it means what? It means a zygote here. So we have the ovum by itself, it's a reproductive cell. Fertilized ovum, it means a zygote, or it's the same meaning of skin cell. Or we have liver cell or pancreatic cell. They are equal each other in the meaning. So here, what's the number of chromosome?
I know it. It's about 46 chromosomes. Or you can say 23 pairs of chromosomes because you have complete body. You have fertilized ovum. Take care, my lovey. This fertilized ovum, it means a part of somatic cell.
Dear friends, we have many of the question of give reason. What about give reason? It is very easy to answer it. It's very easy to get high marks in this type of question. It is not difficult. Let's go to see our question today and concentrate with me very well. Let's go. What about another type of questions here we have give reason for? Let's go to see the first one.
The convex mirror is placed in the left side of driver. Yes, I want to ask why we use convex mirror. I think you have a good answer. Is it right?
Yes.
Tell me what this about.
When this is about what? To form the virtual small and erect image. We have three words here. It's very important to write this. Form, virtual, small, and erect. It means a bright image of the car and road behind the driver. So the driver can see any part of the road behind it very clear by using this type of mirror. We have another question about this give reason.
The second question, tell me shrinking of the spindle fibers during anaphase. Oh, anaphase. Yes, we have a different phases. Do you remember these phases? What is the first phase? Do you think that?
Here we have the first phase we have. We have what? Prophase. The second one is?
Metaphase, I think that. What about the third?
We have anaphase.
Anaphase, it's our target now. So, I talk about anaphase in mitosis. Do you think, what is the answer here? Shrinking of a spindle fiber in anaphase.
Yes, the answer will be to migrate the chromatids directed to the two poles of the cell. To form what? To form identical groups of the chromosomes. The meaning of identical, typical groups of chromosomes in number, in the shape, in the properties and hereditary traits.
Depending on the migration of chromatids towards the poles and division of the cell, to tell me what about the fourth phase?
Fourth phase, it means the telophase.
It's good to say that because we have two identical cells. Great and wonderful. What about to get the other question?
So we have other sentence about this question. The number of chromosomes is constant in the same species that reproduce sexually. Why? We have here the new individual that produced from what? From the mating between male and female. why we have the number of chromosomes is constant in this one?
Directly, I know it's sexual reproduction. So, because the zygote that produced from sexual reproduction of two gametes, it means male. It means give me
the sexual reproduction that gives us male and female.
if it means sperm and ovum. It's good to say that. So both of them are zygote. But the other question will be about half. You have a what? Half. N. It means half number of chromosomes has 2 N chromosomes. Yes, beginning with 2N. After division will be 1N. Half number of chromosomes of the same species. It's good to say that. What else?
We have what? We have the N chromosomes. It means the symbol of half number of chromosomes in gametes, in reproductive cells. But we have 2 N chromosomes. It is what? The number of total number of chromosomes of the body cell or somatic cell in any living organism. Let's go to see another question.
The other question, no image is formed in the focus of the convex lens. My question, why there is no image in the focus for this case? Do you have an answer for this?
Yes, we have an important answer about this.
Tell me what you have.
Here we have because the light rays that refracted are parallel to each other. Why? Because after refraction by concave lens here, it means what? It's what? Parallel to each other to make no image that formed.
No image, it means there is no intersection between the refracted ray. No intersection, it means no image because both of them are parallel. If I want the other question, what I have?
We have complete the following sentences. It's very important to put the right answer in the spaces. Let's go to see the first one.
The first one about virtual, erect, and enlarged. Enlarged means magnified. Image can be formed by space or space. What's your answer for here?
The answer here, the first one, we have what? The convex mirror. Or what? Or concave lens.
Have other question.
We have from the examples of asexual reproduction, we have many examples about this.
Asexual reproduction, for the first one, budding, vegetation, or spores. Yes, spore propagation. Oh, this not all, but I have another one. Make a sexual through one parent only. What this mean for last one?
It means another one. It's called regeneration that happened by what? By the starfish.
Other question will be the spindle fibers.
Are formed during the cell division in space and disappear in another space. So which phase here that found in this case?
The first one, directly I say, cell division, here the spindle fiber can be in the important one, prophase. This is the first one, disappear. The spindle fiber, no, start to be formed. After that, can be disappeared in
the telophase, the last phase of mitosis or meiosis here. So the spindle fibers they shrink or migrate again to the centrioles to in what? In which part of these phases?
This part of the phases is telophase. So the good comparison formed in prophase disappear in
telophase.
Good, my dear. The other question, very important. The product of the velocity of the body and time. Oh, product. What can I do for this?
This one, the product of velocity of the body and what? And the time, it's equal distance. Why? Because the rule, it's what? V equal D divide T, or change of distance in the changing in time. Very good to say this.
What about the describe the motion? We must know space and space. Description here, I want to know how many types of the motion for this.
These many types of motion here. So we have in the straight line or curved line or both of them. But here I need the motion. We must know distance and another one it is about time.
Good to say that. This is the main factors for the motion. What about the sun takes space years to make one rotation around the center of galaxy? It's a good this question. I need a number to tell me what about the sun for this case. What is the number now?
This number is 220 times 10 power of 6. It means 220 million years to make one rotation around the center of galaxy. It's very large number. So we have the sun. It makes one rotation in this large number.
It is not large, it's a huge number. My dear, what about the radius of curvature of the convex mirror equal what of its focal length? I need to tell me about the radius now.
So the radius here, it's equal double of its focal length. It means the radius here, it equal 2 times focal length. Or in the other word, we have the focal length, it's equal half of radius here of each one of the convex mirror, convex lens, concave mirror, concave lens.
Compare between. Oh, comparison. I need at least 3 steps, and you can do that. The first comparison about sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Now, what can you do?
Here we have a table. The first part is sexual reproduction and the second part is asexual reproduction. Let's go to see the first one.
It's a type of reproduction that occurs by 2 species of the same living organisms, male and female gametes, both of them. But asexual reproduction, what do you have?
It's the type of reproduction that occurs by one living organism. One living organism, it means I don't need male or female here in this type. So mostly in unicellular organism, it takes place or it occurs by the living organism in one cell or unicellular organism.
So, sexual higher living organisms, asexual unicellular organisms. Also, we have the other point about the example. Tell me the example now for the first sexual.
First sexual, we have higher living organisms such as plant, animal, and human. What about the examples of asexual reproduction?
We have many types: yeast, fungus, amoeba, bacteria, euglena, paramecium, and so on. So, this is a good comparison between sexual and
asexual reproduction.
What about the second table? Second one, tell me asexual reproduction occurs in multicellular living organisms. This is especially for starfish and
breed mold.
Not all. We have also mushroom. It's good to say that. Now, the other question.
What's meant by the following here?
What is mean? The first, the distance covered by the body is changed by 2 meters for each second. What you do and how can you answer this type of question?
This type of question, it's about a problem, small problem here. It means that the speed of the body equal what? Equal 2 meters per second. Why? Because here the distance is 2 meters in 1 second, or any 2 numbers here. If I have the what's meant by 2 numbers, it make it a problem here.
Good to say that. Also, the average speed for the moving car equal 60 kilometers per hour.
So the average speed, it means the total distance covered by the car is 6 kilometers and total time is 1 hour. So we have here two what?
2 main factors: total distance, total time. So you have the average speed here.
Another question about velocity of a moving body or the body equals 0. What's meant by this?
Velocity 0, it means I must talk about displacement. So it means that the displacement that covered by the body in 1 second equal 0. We arrived to the end. I think you understand the question well. This question help you to arrive your target. Concentrate all time.
Revise this question many times in your book and revise the answers many times and make some things of this question to get high marks in your exam tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye everybody.